I'd like to welcome Mr. Manjunath over here to tell us a little bit more about what he does.
Actually, I have been in the cold chain industry for over 30 years now. And the last 6 years, I have spent more in the innovation ecosystem, doing innovation projects, understanding innovation processes, and applying them to the industry and business. That's my passion, and that's the reason why I call myself as an innovation evangelist.
Thanks. It's really interesting, to see somebody in innovation and then you can ask him, when did you actually start innovating? Is this that innovation goes on from the day one, or is this something which is a need of the hour more today?
Innovation has been actually going on for a long time. Sometimes we innovate even without knowing what we are doing is a little innovative. But putting a process to the innovation adds a lot of value, reduces the risks, and also we very early get to know whether this innovation will work, whether this particular product will get commercialized or not, much earlier if we apply the processes of innovation. And that is the area that interests me, to apply the process of innovation to various projects. But of course, we keep innovating all the time. We keep innovating.
So coming back to our industry, it's the refrigeration industry or the cold chain industry that we talk about. From what we primarily understand is that somebody wants to make a mechanical system and he wants to cool something. Once it cools, it is fine, everything is done. We've got the solution. What is this innovation you're talking about?
Yeah, actually, the process of cooling has been there from a long time, ever since air conditioning was and refrigeration was, invented. But applying the sense of innovation is improving cooling, maybe faster, maybe with less power, maybe with different materials, maybe with different technologies or techniques. All this constitutes innovating in the refrigeration space, and it is not restricted to the machine alone. It also encompasses the entire ecosystem, all the other stakeholders, all the other areas that come in contact with this specific act of cooling. There's a lot of innovation that needs to be done in those areas also. For example, materials. Material science is a very major part of innovation. It could be understanding different methodologies of compression. It could also be, understanding different ways of driving power. It could be driving power using solar energy, using wind energy. We could use alternating current compressors. We could use direct current compressors. So a lot of places where we still have not innovated, and we can go into those areas and innovate.
So what we understand from what you're saying is that we as a process or as people need to become more efficient. And this efficiency will come from understanding with what kind of few technologies that you can touch upon.
The basic technology is not, we don't have several technologies at our disposal in refrigeration. We have, in terms of compression systems, we have vapor compression systems, we have vapor absorption systems broadly. In terms of refrigerants, we have freons, we have ammonia, and now we are getting into carbon dioxide as a refrigerant. That's an area that a lot of work is going on, but not yet commercialized on a large scale. In terms of the way compression happens, we have scroll, we have screw systems, we have reciprocating systems. So these are areas which are already fairly mature, but within that lemon, we're still trying to crush the juice out of that using newer ways of developing the screw systems, using newer ways of developing the scroll system, and trying to optimize, trying to take out as much power as possible, the refrigerating power as compared to the input power, improving COP, that's what we call. So those areas are definitely the places which are exciting, and a lot of work with big companies is going on. But I would would urge innovators to focus more on doing standalone refrigeration systems that can operate on renewable energies. Those are the ones that can then go to the farms, that can then go to the rural areas. That's a place where we need not only for storage or protection of perishables, but also for healthcare. In remote areas where healthcare systems like vaccines, etc., require cooling solutions, renewable energies will play a very important part. We need to innovate in that area and bring products that are a perfect fit for that situation in the rural areas.
So you were the master speaker today at the Cold Chain Vyapaar at Hyderabad, and we really had an extremely valuable session listening to you. It is extremely motivational to the few traders and the contractors and also consultants who you woke up a little bit saying that, guys, do some innovation and don't just copy and paste. Welcome to Rata, sir, and wish you good luck ahead with us.
Thank you very much. I enjoyed my talk here. I enjoyed the company. I really was enjoying myself speaking to all the members. The interactions were very good. I loved the interacting way in which all the delegates interacted today. And once you have interaction, then there is inclusion. There's inclusion of the audience. Otherwise, it becomes just a one-way talk. I really enjoyed it, and I'm very happy. And I would be happy to come once again to Rata.